For a little more on the brewery, we caught up with Bobby Harrell, the brewmaster.
I started just like most people who start brewing beer, they started drinking it. So I was in college, I was drinking it, I was curious about it, and so one thing to kick off with is that I'm a huge nerd. So I am an engineer by trade, and we were doing a biosciences course, and I was modeling yeast growth, and I said, you know what else yeast do? They make beer. And so I started brewing it, and that's what got me into it. That started it all. That took it from a hobby to an obsession to a profession. Started BackPew in 2015, so we took over this space that we're in now, March 8th of 2015, and our first beer out to market was November 20th of 2015. So we're in year 3 right now. So when I started brewing professionally, it was up in Nashville. I was working on my graduate studies, and up there's a brewery called Little Harpeth Brewing Company. Now, that was where I would consider that my alma mater. I helped that brewery get going, similar to what I did. I helped them do it first to the degree I could. I was still in school at the time. But that really helped me understand that I really enjoy lager beers. So a lot of the beers that you'll see from us are that lager, lighter, crisper flavor. Now we do everything. We love lagers, we love ales, we do it all. But that's really where a lot of inspiration came from. And besides that, one of the big things about starting a brewery is you have to believe that you have a different take on something. Just making somebody else's product, somebody else already made it. What you want to do is you want to believe that you have something that you're going to give to your customer that is unique, new, and interesting. And we believe we do that day in, day out. Last year we packaged 2,100 barrels. This year we're on track to probably get close to 4,000 barrels packaged, so significant growth this year. Going into packaged goods, more packaged goods has helped. We do more one-offs, things like that. The new tap room has helped quite a bit with that. So we're growing and we're really focusing on the Houston area, and what we mean by that is we've got beer from Lufkin to Galveston and Baytown to Katy. You're talking Randall's, Whole Foods, H-E-B, Kroger. We're working on getting into them more and more all the time. As more breweries pop up, you'd imagine that there's a little more competition for that shelf space. Same thing with taps, but we're out there actively selling all the time. And if there's somewhere that you want to go and it's not there, ask your bartender, give me a holler. We have 2 different lines of beer. All the white cans and white tap handle being the Saint line, the black handles and the black cans being the center line. The reason we do that is your Saint line is all of your sessionable, approachable, drink all day kinds of beers. Your center line are your more robust, flavored, and higher ABV products. And so this duality was really important to me. The uncreative part was that I named the brewery after it, Saints and Sinners Brewing Company. So when we came down here, we ended up getting this, which used to be an old church, and it was a snake handling, speaking in tongues church. I said, okay, that'll work. Shortly thereafter, we had a trademarking issue. But I didn't want to give up the duality, and I thought and thought and thought, but since we were in an old church, we never bought it assuming that. I was like, man, that's just great marketing, we got to get with it. Well, my marketing guys, they helped me. I met some guys and they were really passionate about it, so they came up with some ideas, and BackPew worked for us because in the Baptist religion, the BackPew is where the saints and the sinners sat. The saints being the people who sing the loudest, they put them back there so they can still hear the preacher, and the sinners are the guys who shouldn't have been drinking, come in hungover and leave early to throw up. So it really worked out that we could link it all together.